It's standing right there. It's coming towards.
Yeah, I feel like there's a girl that's there. She's younger. And she looks like she's running from something.
The big bad wolf. Because I see the scary thing.
High pitch. Down with them, I think.
It's like, she's saying it's like red light, green light. If you know what's there, can't get any closer.
On one portion of your guys' land, there was like this crazy kooky dude who would steal people. Is that really bad? Do you see him?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the scary thing that was 30 feet away.
Hi, I'm Em!
And I'm Liv, and we're your Meta PsycKicks.
So, a lot of people asked for this specific reaction video, but we're reacting to Celina Spookyboo and her haunted house. Are you excited?
I forgot that we were doing a haunted house. I've literally been reading on your computer for like 5 seconds, and then you said something and this man walked forward, and I was like, oh. Sorry, my brain just caught up to reality. Let's go.
Yeah, the only thing I know about her house, because I watch on TikTok, is there's a pretty staircase, and she makes fun of the like weird things that she sees standing on the staircase. Because she sees the she sees the spirits. They're not scary necessarily.
I feel like she like envisions a dragon around her house, like a moat, like a castle. And she's like, if there was just a dragon, he could just be
she
like,
is the dragon.
And like there would just be fire everywhere. There's like that one dude, well, he walked forward, he looks like a normal person, but then he showed me himself like, there's a Teen Titans villain that looks like black and white stripes, and they're like a burglar basically. And I was like the Hamburglar, but he doesn't look like the Hamburglar because he's not like purple and chubby and a monster.
Okay.
He just looks like a mime, but if a mime were a bank robber.
Mr. Mime. Sorry. Well, I see this angry, intimidating woman.
I was just gonna say about her. She looks like Mrs. Morley.
That's funny.
Doesn't she?
I don't know, she's showing me herself in a cartoon way because she's giving me her personality with cartoon things. So cartoons are usually pointy when they're like evil or angry. She's pointy, all of her things, extremities are pointy.
That's funny. She's very much like a person. She doesn't like children. She says they scream too much.
But yeah, I see her fingers are like, she's old woman. She's got like pointy fingers, a pointy chin, like her face goes down into a point, and she has a larger pointy nose.
That's funny. I see her wearing like a light sage green dress with like a white high collared shirt, like undershirt, and she has her hair up and it's in a gray bun. Like my old 1800s hairstyle that I do because I wake up in the morning and go, eh.
Yeah, she tells me she's like, the evil stepmother from...
Yes, that's what she looks
Cinderella.
like. Yes. That's exactly what she looks like. That's a good cartoon. There we go.
Yeah,
I feel like
I feel like you might have had children or been around children, and she's like, yeah, like the evil stepmother. I had my favorites, the rest were dead to me.
I feel like she's at the top of the stairs and you only see her like in mirrors or in like window ways. I feel like when you go up the staircase, there's a room to the right. There's like a big window at the very top of the staircase that looks out over something. And then to the right, there's rooms that open up, and this like the rest of the house, like staircase in front of you, window, and then the rooms come around this way. But I feel like one of the rooms to the right when you first come off the staircase is the one that you usually maybe perceive her in. She's not mean. She just like is constantly looking at people like this down her nose, and she's not afraid to be like, I don't agree with your taste in anything. And you're like, well, that's Norma. It's who she is.
Norma. Have you listened to The Land? The Land has voices in it.
Oh, like the Whisperies? Does she have a garden or something?
I don't know. I've never seen the outside of her house.
Oh,
I've just seen the spiral staircase.
If the outside of your house has like really tall, they're like evergreen trees, almost like, what are they called? Bradley's obsessed with them. I can't remember what it is.
Look, I feel like there's something with the land that her house is on.
The wind talks a lot.
I don't know. I still see people like walking through the backyard and they look ghostly. Like ghostly from like Scooby-Doo ghostly.
Abrevieties! Sorry.
Voices in the wind. But they're more clear than what voices are normally in the wind.
I think you have like arborvitaes or something like along the back of your, or like the side of your house, and there's like things that talk in it, like fairies, good fairies. There's not like bad fairies, I don't think.
I see people.
Misunderstood. You told me to talk about the land, so I'm like, oh, let me touch your grass. Oh.
Oh, so you're talking about the fairies in the trees?
Yeah, the fairies in the trees.
Oh, well, I think this land has a lot of people on it. Because I can hear voices. And I see ghostly people walking around the land, like her backyard or something.
I really just love old houses. I think houses in general. I feel like there might be a fountain somewhere. And there's a little boy associated with the fountain. And if there is a fountain, that's so cool.
Who's a little boy? Why is he associated with a fountain?
He's like 9 or 10. He says his dad used to take him out there and talk to him about things. And he like make wishes in fountains. It's not a bad thing. He just likes being there. It's like one of the happiest times when he was alive. He's like, my life wasn't bad. Don't think that. He's like, I just like being there and being that.
I just feel like when you have land like this, it has like places to hide. Hi, I'm Celina Spookyboo and welcome to my crib.
That's hilarious.
We are here back with Tara, Paige, and this time we have Bree. And really interesting about Bree. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm a medium named Bree. I talk to the dead for a living. I'm in Kitchener and my pronouns are she, they. And I've been doing this for a few years now. I've done over 1,300 medium readings, just connecting people to their loved ones all over the world. And it's like literally, when people call it a gift, that's a part of it that is a gift.
This place is strange, I feel, because it is like 50 acres. And it's a bunch of like, it has history that dates back so far. So it has good and it has bad. And that's why we were so curious to bring you in. Because Taylor found you, was like, I have the perfect person. So I'm curious to see, you know, your vibe of things, you know, that could have happened here. Because I know there's a bunch of hearsay.
There's a man from the 70s.
When you first pulled up and like, did you have any like initial like...
Yeah, standing next to her.
Your home already feels like you. Like it already feels like your energy. So it's,
okay, that's good.
Which is really cool and something that happens in haunted locations. Like feels like a coating. Like it already feels like a coating of like Celina and your family and like your dogs and the joy that you experience.
I feel like he's talking to other men.
So I feel right away, now as we move through the house, it's a lot of like up and down energy. Like
it's a weird
things
place.
feel so different, like room to room. I feel like
Oh, I think he's related to her.
Yeah, because I was like,
He's not related to the house. Yeah.
Like, who are you talking to?
This is my crib. This is where the magic sometimes happens. I revert to being silly when I'm like, oh wow, real shit's happening.
Oh, I love that. The fireplace itself too feels very like it's holding a lot of energy. There's like a quote from James Cameron where he was talking about like it was a documentary about him making the Titanic. And he was talking about how he like doesn't believe in ghosts, but he believes that like memories can exist within objects.
Residual energy, right?
Yeah, so some of it might be that, and brick too is like very like absorbent, and it's like the root chakra, the base of your home, and
Good conduit, right?
having that right in here can be creating that. But I do feel very like an angry man energy in here.
In here. Okay. Okay.
And he just like wants what he wants, and he's gonna do whatever he has to do about it.
Well, there was like a time when we were in the kitchen, we were having like a serious conversation, and there's really weird shit about the jets in the tub, and they started going off, and I came in here, and I went in there, and I felt Adam behind me, like he followed me in.
Do you see the man? Is he like, I don't know, the owner of the house prior?
Is he chubby? Like a husky build with facial hair?
I don't know. I see like a shadow of him and he has like a hat on.
I saw a person that had a hat, but I thought that was because the man from the 70s that I just talked about, he was wearing a hat, and I feel like he's associated with the medium lady or Celina. I'm not sure. His nose
I don't know,
is
I just
different
saw
than
he
hers.
was talking to someone else that wasn't the medium lady. Because I'm like, why are you standing next to her? Which is why I was like, he's talking to other men in the house. Because I'm like, are you talking to them? Are you talking about what they're doing? Why are you standing next to the table not saying anything? And he showed me that he's talking to other men that were sitting at the table. Which is a weird thing to think about.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I see him. If I do, he looks like the guy from Home Improvement who's like not the main
Not
character.
intimidating.
Well, he's like the guy that's on the Home Improvement show, but he's like the side character.
I'm not sure I know.
You
who
have
that
Tim
is.
the Toolman Taylor,
I don't watch
and then
Home
you have
Improvement.
his. Then you have his like. Here, let me see if I
You
can.
gotta describe things to me in anime.
He has a brown beard, and he looks like a bear.
Yeah, he's brown here, because I see him. I see, like, this part of him is the shadow, and then he, like, turns around this way. But I can't see him very well because I see the back of him, which is the shadow. But I feel like he is important because I see him, like, on the second floor looking down at things. Like, if there's, like, a balcony that you could look over the railing.
He looks like Tim the Toolman Taylor's right-hand dude. I don't remember his name, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I see him in, like, not a fancy suit, but something like that. Or maybe it's a trench coat. Clothes are not my thing. That's why I don't describe them, but you describe them.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, because I feel like he is of higher something. Or at least he holds himself to that. Because he has this kind of, like, offstandish type of feeling like the woman does. Like, I'm looking down at you. I feel like you're seeing someone that's, like, nice.
I think I'm seeing someone that actually worked on the house.
Oh.
Because he's talking about electrical and Tim the Toolman Taylor, so.
Ah, got you.
But that's okay. We can see two different things. Okay.
In. And I turned around to be like, that was weird, and he never followed me in here. And that was the man.
Yeah.
And that's the man that I feel like I've seen, you know, he's very this room, and then I've seen him 2 spots out there, and the 3 people that have seen him all seen him in the same spot. And then again, like, it's just him.
He's
He says this is the master room, that's why I'm in here.
always like checking like what you're doing, how you're doing it. Is it right? Is it like
That's
the
how
way
we
he
felt
wants it?
when we moved in. Because I was like,
Yes.
it just seemed like he was watching everything we were doing.
Yeah.
This land has kind of been in like a certain family's like names since 1856.
Whoa.
So it was crazy. Like, we got on a phone call with him today, and he was like an older man, and he literally like.
My understanding of that property is that when my great-great-grandfather and company came over from Ireland, it was in around 1860, and they settled in this area, and over the course of the next generation or something, bought a bunch of farms. And
Okay.
that was bought, that property there was bought by a guy named Joe. He was born in 1862.
If you just feel tired and
Yeah, it's almost like feeling like sand. You're just like, want to sink.
that's the word.
Yeah.
It's like quicksand.
That place that you're on there, on either side of it, you obviously see it's pretty wet.
Yeah, it's so
And,
wet.
that was not built up until a passable road until sometime in the 50s. But
Okay.
until then, honestly, the residents of Interkip used to come down there and throw the garbage in there because it just sunk away. It was a very, sinkhole-ish kind of deal.
It's a gated basement.
You're gonna show me
Who
it,
does that? No.
Like my soul just
Because it's
called
not
me
like
out.
It's
not
unfinished,
finished.
yeah.
But it's like strange. It's very strange. But
The crawl
pictures-
space scares
The
me.
stairs are weird. They're kind of like a slanty vibe. So this basement, there's a fire alarm right over the door. We were getting ready for the day and it went off. But like, there was no reason for it to go off. There's not even any gas. There's nothing. The firefighters came and they're like, don't know. Never happened again. This area was all swamp. And it took filling this. Like, they used so much fill to fill this up to be able to do all the meadows and all of that. But this place was used where the townspeople would come and they would sink the things that they didn't want. So what they did is when they filled this, they didn't like bring anything up, but they filled everything with fill.
No.
And he said it took an unbelievable, like it was an ungodly amount to like create this property.
And so I was like,
To
I
make
want to go
the
to the
road.
basement. Like I want to get low.
Yeah, so like the road out front did not exist. This area where this house is didn't exist. I'm guessing they carved the ponds out of the swamp that was here. But then after learning that, I got off the phone
and well, I've like working in a factory, I talk to a lot of people and you hear a lot of things, and people that want to dispose of bodies, like that's where they do it, is a swamp.
it was this area.
I just asked you if there's bodies. Is there somebody buried on this property? Like a person's body?
Yeah, because that's what I brought up, and I told him my initial thought always about moving this place is that the people that I've seen here have never felt connected. I felt like they were here without knowing they were here, like they were put here.
The visual I had was like a cemetery, but I was like, but it's not a cemetery. But there's like the same amount of like burials almost.
And like not only that, but it was a swamp for so long that like people traveling through. So this land has a lot of history, but like when people move through it, and if somebody died because there's so much illness, you just buried them where they were. Because the people that I've seen have been in such different periods of time, different, you know, looks, different things. They didn't dig anything up, so they're pushed so low now.
The locals told us there's 20 feet before you hit bedrock here, like of swamp marsh and like in a lot of places. Sandy, it's soft, it's...
They knew that when they were selling you this house.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You were having situations where some of the things you were seeing and sensing, it's not like they knew the house. They were like standing below the floor a little bit. They weren't walking through the hallway. They were like not level with things. So like that makes us think
it's on the
a
land
disposal
before.
place for the land of bodies.
He's like, oh yeah, there's a lot of hearsay, but there's a lot of stories about like marriages that went wrong, and that, you know, they're, you know, where'd their spouse go?
Whoa. That's why I asked you in the bedroom. I was like, do you guys fight in here a lot?
But like that's where we have a lot of our hard discussions, especially in the tub.
Yeah.
And that's why, but that's what I'm saying, that room feels like that, like, spousal fighting energy. Like, I was like, I feel like I need to defend myself.
That's the one thing, he said that around this area, there's been a lot of marriages that ended and people left or stuff. So we're like, and people who have never seen go see them here. Like my brother wasn't even a believer. And like when we moved in, I saw this dude first run up the stairs real quick, thought it was my brother. Saw him again near the kitchen. Again, thought it was my brother. It wasn't. I'm like, I'm gonna keep this to myself. Like, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna keep it to myself. My brother brings in one of those mirrors behind my desk, sits it down so it's facing like back near the kitchen. He jumps away. He's like, I saw a dude in blue jeans in the kitchen, and I saw him 5 minutes earlier. Yeah,
that's so unsettling for you.
Yeah, but like it's never been bad. Like they're not aware of me.
Felt dangerous.
No, the only one man that's aware is the one that one man.
Yeah, whoever like built it is very much like just wanted to make sure you're doing everything right, and like
I feel like when we start taking down walls, dude, he's gonna be pissed.
He will be.
Everything the way it is.
Yes.
Like so yesterday the cleaners were here. So the cleaners are here. And this is like the area, right? And we just hear a noise and she's like, what was that? A table fell over. A table fell over. And then we try to like get it to fall over again and it won't fall over. So it scared her and we were all here to witness it.
Yeah, have you had a conversation with this man, this ghost?
No.
That'd be a really nice thing to do to like put him at ease, is just like,
she's not a bad dude.
No, just tell him like thank you for letting us like live in the house that you built. Also like it's good to know like everything's probably built so nicely and like meant to last, because this man is so like
you can tell this was someone's dream because it's not anything you've ever seen.
I think he's gonna like learn how to love you. I think you just need to tell him like thank you.
Okay.
And anything we're gonna do is just to like
make it even better.
Make us love this house even more.
Okay. I thought I saw something up there for a second.
What did you see?
Just like a black, like an arm swing. Just real quick. Could have honestly been a lash. But that was weird. Are they there? Or anything falling down? Is it in my eyes? Am I good? Okay.
It's literally like two kids that like run back and forth up there. Okay. Do you ever feel like stomping or hear?
Well, there was like, we've heard that.
You had the knock on the door with Chris the other day.
This day we saw photos of the scariest thing that ever happened in that house.
That's horrifying.
That was a knock on the door.
Whoa. Yo.
Let me just...
Selina's house is very haunted.
There is nothing.
Because they love you. They think you're funny.
Okay, good.
They're like,
yeah, they do think you're funny.
it's almost like the more that you get scared, the more fun they're having. So good luck.
Hey.
This corner, I just feel like I want to fall over as soon as I walk up here.
Yeah, it's very strange, especially like I'll be live writing and you will fully hear someone just like run through. Mm-hmm. But like this is where we see the man that came up the stairs. Like I feel like I feel like he's just watching.
The one from the bedroom?
Yeah.
Because I see him like on the second floor looking down at things, like if there's like a balcony that you could look over the railing.
How does your body like feel up here?
I don't know.
I feel almost like I have butterflies in my heart.
I feel light. Like I don't feel heavy or anything. Like
it's like a dizzy feeling.
Yeah.
It's just like
I don't know.
Everyone hits their head up here.
I don't know if it's because, like it's just weird because the slant and you're up. You know, you're up really high. So I don't know.
I feel like every time that I breathe in, I get nervous.
Ah.
Yeah. So it's like.
I think they feel weird up here because the house has a weird energy. It like is calmer at the bottom and then the top it swishes this way. Because they're telling me, do you see like a maid lady?
No, I see the children. They're telling me that the upstairs didn't used to look like that, which is why it's like somewhere new and fun to play.
Well, there's this maid lady telling me that because she's talking about her table falling over, she makes me feel like the house made it fall over. Because I don't know if it was like on the second floor or something.
I'm not sure.
Just the house, the energy like at the top of it.
Like it rocks the boat.
Like it's unsettled at the top. The bottom is settled. The top is not settled.
I like
would make
the
sense
kids.
if it wasn't like that before. I don't know.
Yeah, because if they changed the house, I feel like they really changed a lot about like the structure of the house and how it was like through remodeling and things. But yeah, the dude was talking about like electrical and like things in the walls, and then they started talking about like bodies being dumped there, and I was like, that's weird.
What does that have to do with those two things?
I don't know, because if he helped remodel or build the house, he would be like, you have to do this right and you have to do that right. He just seems like one of the people that would like come in and tell you, like an inspector for a house.
Okay.
Which is why he like gets weird about things.
And you're a guy from the Improvement channel?
Yeah, from Home Improvement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is weird. There's a lot of new things and a lot of old things, which is why it freaks me out, because I'm looking at something but I feel like I'm listening to something else.
There's a lot of people.
So it's like butterflies like right here.
I have little kids like playing and having fun, so you probably feel really easy and joyful. Or it's like that man just like standing here watching. And, like,
I love knowing there's like a whole other family here. Like, so
yeah, where are you at with your like demon and that experience?
I don't know. So when I was at Salem, it got banished. I didn't see it because the way that I see it is like in my mind's eye, I can kind of know like it's somewhere. Like if I was in here, I could feel like it was like on the property somewhere, but like not near me. But then I don't know if it was like letting my guard down, but I felt like I saw it, and I'm like, oh my god, I hope it's not gone. I hope it's not gone. But then someone else saw it that was here and explained it the exact same way, and had never seen the video. I'd never talked to her about it.
That's why my ears were hurting.
It was strange. Then we have things that happen in the house that are kind of like aggressive feeling that happen, and it happens so quickly, and you want to like try and figure a way that it's coincidence, but like it's not. And then if I know if I'm doing certain things, like I get worn out and I get really sick really easy, and people around me, like I keep saying, no matter what, when people spend like a consistent amount of time with me, people get sick.
This is what's crazy is I didn't know you haven't heard about like the Ouija board demon.
No.
So have you guys heard about this?
So.
His name because it like calls him in, but it's okay. We're like safe and protected. I'm here. You're fine.
Voldemort.
Yeah, literally.
He who should not be named.
That's right. We'll call him that from now on. So a lot of
Uses Harry Potter reference to feel better. Same.
What will happen is this like Ouija board demon.
Such a Ouija board demon name,
And it will start to say like mama, and people are like, oh, you want like your mama, which is like it will go by that or its name, and it will start to move really fast. Is that what happened to you?
I just remember taking our hands off of it and it was still going.
Yeah, so basically it starts to like open a portal. Is what it's doing when it's moving that quickly.
It's like the express route. Okay. I might have cracked a couple of those open, and it's going to make sense why my old town is kind of weird now.
So you gotta like get rid of it.
Oh, great. Okay.
And I mean, you're trying, and it's like when you were a kid and you were bartering with it. Like you were like brave and you didn't give a shit. You're like, I'm a kid, I'm strong. It's like you need to find that within you now, and like tell it that now. Like you don't have power over me. You're nothing. Like it needed you. You didn't need it. Tell it to go away.
I feel like I've tried that so many times, and I feel like it works for a time. But like what I see, like I've tried Googling it, I've tried this, and I just feel like it doesn't match like a lot of different things. And then there's like this weird part of me that's like,
weird question.
For me?
There's this woman that's here that's associated to Celina that's telling me that this thing, she's struggled with it for a while. There's this thing called an obscurious from Harry Potter that when you hold in your magical abilities, it turns into this like dark scary of magic. She makes me feel like this thing that's associated with her is like that. Because she's able to see it. Because I'm like, this thing seems like your regular, like, I'm a dark thing that makes minor inconveniences happen, but like Celina could see them. And because she's a medium, that's her magical abilities in the scenario that this woman's talking to me about. So it didn't make it better, the fact that she could see it. So it just like stuck around. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know, but there's this lady that looks very similar to Celina telling me about it. And like, once I saw her, I was like, there's a lot of information now. Because I was like, this is weird. Why has there been, like, why do you know of this weird thing that's been with you for a really long time? Or, I don't know if she said that yet, but I think people talk about it because people comment about it in our comments.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, because apparently she went to Salem or something, because I saw this in the comments, and she, like, tried to talk to that thing or something. I'm not entirely sure. Or, like, try to banish it away. I'm not sure what happened in the Salem one. The people in our comments are like, you should respond to Celina in Salem because she has this thing that's with her.
Weird.
So.
Yeah, I just get like this scratchy burning in the top part of my throat. Like not down low, but like at the very top if you were to like have a scratchy voice kind of. And it's like hot and warm like when you have croup or like strep throat. I don't know, I feel like it's far away though, because when I close my eyes, I see like this sort of spot of light around me that comes out from the floor, and it's like gold. But then behind it, like 25 feet out around me, like circumference, there's like this black reddish sort of thing. So if it's there, it's like on the outskirts, but I don't think it's anything that's like an attachment or whatever. It, like you said, it just is associated with her own insecurities and obscurities of herself.
Yeah, and it like stays around because she sees it, so it's like she calls it to it. So like when you are thinking about a relative or whatever, you usually bring them to you. Well, okay, in our last video, you were talking about how she was pulling up the upside down through her feet because she doesn't have a lot of experience with like grounding or the mediumship stuff. That's why this thing is there. It makes her insecure and confident because I feel like she's been doing this for a while. She just may not have the right word of like she's a medium or not.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why people think that it's like an attachment or just seclusive to her, because for me as a medium, when I think about things that scare me, they always sort of do the same thing. Or like it's like, oh, this is going really well, I'm not getting any sort of weird, distorted, scary information. Then all of a sudden something like glitches or clicks or like makes me uncomfortable or unnerved in one way or another. And it's like as soon as I think about it, that's when those things are allowed to come in. Yeah. So that's why I feel like you feel like it's gone, and then you're like, oh wait.
Yeah, exactly. You think about it and it's like, oh, I am here, you're right.
Yeah, so I feel like
it's that inconfident energy that it brings it back.
Yeah, but I don't feel like it's an attachment, because then I would have an attachment, and I don't know what that is. I just equate it to being the random, dark, weird things that can manipulate things when you let them do so to you. So I don't know. I want to be very careful about what we say for attachment, because everyone's like, she has a demon attached.
Well, I mean, I don't know what
an
attachment is.
Well, exactly. That's why I'm just like, well, maybe it's
I've still felt people in the paranormal community say it a lot, and I'm like, what does that mean? Is that like Annabelle attachment? Like there's a demon attached to the doll Annabelle? Can that happen to people? Is that what they're talking about? Because I don't think that happens. Like, it might happen, but very rarely. But people in the paranormal community talk about it a lot.
I don't know. It makes me feel like that scratchy, like hot voice kind of thing. Hot voice.
Yeah, but it's like,
or like the Dementor.
It doesn't have to be a dark thing. If you're thinking about someone that has passed, their energy comes to you because you're a part of the same collective.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about scary things, the scary things are gonna come to you. So like when like people are like, Ouija boards are awful, you should never touch a Ouija board. Those are the type of people that shouldn't touch a Ouija board because they think bad things are gonna talk to them. So if you think it's gonna happen, it will. that type of thing. It's a mindset thing. But I feel like it's because she was sensitive
And
when
then
she
had
was
something
younger.
scare her.
So she saw one of these things and was like now scared of it. So now she thinks about it a lot. So when she's thinking about it, it allows it to come in.
Yeah, I still feel like when she sees it or perceives it, though, it's very far away from her.
Yeah.
Because they just show me, like, the circle, like a circumference, and it's
Well, I think
just
it's because
the out edge.
she does something to do it, to push it away, because she's aware of it.
It's because she's too cute. Use the power of cuteness!
Yeah, but that's what this lady's talking about. She's like, she was a baby medium when she was younger.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she was like, accidentally saw this thing. And because she saw it, it just like, now she's scared of it.
Mm-hmm. Is she like a grandmother?
Possibly.
Because she told
looks
me,
like her.
she told me Juju, and that's what my mom wants my children to call her.
That's
her
cute.
grandma. Because she's like, you can have good juju or you can have bad juju. It's up to them.
Yeah,
So I was
she
like,
looks
okay.
very much like her. She has dark gray hair. And when I say
And the
dark gray, it's
same-
like she had dark hair and now it's graying.
And the same nose. You both have
Yeah.
cute noses.
She's really cute.
And by you both, I mean Celina and you. You both have the cute noses. Okay, sorry.
Ready?
Good luck editing this.
Like, well, do I want it to leave? It's like, no, you do. And it's like this, like,
See,
weird...
but I think that's true about you. You love, like, the darkness, and I think that's a good thing.
Is it?
So is there, like, what I think about, like, you know, there's people here on Earth who, like, choose to work in prisons and work around people who've, like, murdered people and stuff. And, like, part of that is, like, empathy for somebody and, like, still understanding that humans, no matter what, like, need love and care. And that's kind of, like, what you're doing in, like, the afterlife. It's like you're telling the stories of people who didn't get a chance to hear it. Maybe they deserve it, maybe they don't. I don't know, but they, like, feel safe with you and drawn to you.
It's like, am I where I am in part of because of this weird dark thing? Because that was what I did when I was a kid. I promised it. I'm like, you can have unborn children. And I was a kid, and I'm like, I want to, like, be on the internet, and I want to, like, do all this weird shit. And now I'm doing it.
Yeah,
which
but
is weird.
I feel like you got your gifts from this grandmother. Because she's telling me about my gifts.
Unusual people a place to feel, like, safe and at home.
I like that.
Right? And I think that there's beauty in what you're doing. And I don't.
Weirdos.
Yeah, just a bunch of weirdos. Stay weird, right? And so.
But that's why she's with you, because she's helping you figure out your gifts. Because she's telling me about my gifts. Because I'm like thinking about it, and I was like, that was a weird thing that just happened. That doesn't usually happen to me during these reaction videos. And she's like, when information comes in for you, it feels like a wind, because your energy signature, because you were talking about energy signatures with your patrons, is more earthy. So when you get information, it feels like wind or water.
For you?
Yeah. Does that happen to you?
When
She's telling me about it.
When I get information?
Yeah, like how your thoughts come in as you. How do they feel versus how does a spirit's thoughts feel?
Yeah, mine are grounded in myself, whereas the information from spirit is different. That's how I tell people how I differentiate information between my spirit guides and my own mind, because it feels like this sort of like breath of fresh air, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl type of information.
Well, you usually explain it as you use more than one Claire. You've never explained it like that before?
To you. Sorry, that's how I explain it to people in readings when they ask me, like, how do I get information from my spirit guides? I'm like, just because I'm a psychic medium doesn't mean that I also don't feel like a pleb all the time. So the way in which I discern my plebeian brain from my spirit brain is it's like this sort of cool, refreshing feeling that the information feels like breezy.
Yeah, because I was talking to our patrons about you have to know your energy signature, because that'll help you differentiate your thoughts from spirit's thoughts. And this woman that's associated with Celina, because she also was a medium or sensitive, is telling me about how my energy signature is. My energy signature feels like a rock or controlled, and then the information that comes in feels like wind or water seeping in through the cracks of the bricks that I've put out.
She's really warm and she smells like... What's that soap that people used to have? I think it's like Dial soap.
Dial soap?
But like the bar soap that people would use? Like
yeah, I know what
Dial
you're
bar
talking
soap.
about.
She smells like Dial bar soap and she wears fluffy jackets.
Yeah, but she explains things in a very simplified way. She's very clairsentient.
It might be Dial soap.
She's clairsentient and claircognizant, this woman.
Mm.
So, you're welcome. She's helping you with your spiritual gifts.
So it's kind of like, what do you want to do with that? If you don't want to like leave the darkness or whatever you want to call it, it's like, how can you bring your light to it? And how can you make it kind of dance together so that it doesn't feel so terrifying for you?
We definitely have 0 neighbors this way, and the neighbors over here are over 1 kilometer away.
I want to live in a house like
This
that.
is the well.
Yep, that's the well. Look at that thing.
There's a well. Is that the fountain you're talking about?
I'm just passing this fence right here. Like over there, I was feeling better. I was like, I can breathe, and now I can't breathe right now anymore.
Here.
And
I
you-
got goosebumps.
Same. I literally was just gonna say that. Oh my god.
I wonder if we can move it. Imagine.
Is it? Just lean against it. Just move.
I don't know. It's like,
Nobody wants to touch it. We're like, you do it.
no, that's not gonna happen.
This one isn't connected to the house, I guess. Which would make sense, because like that's far. Which again takes me back to the point of, if there was no house here, why are there 2 wells?
Yeah.
And why is it so far away from the house?
I feel like they tried to build a house and the house like got swallowed in.
Oh,
When I first moved in,
I could have barfed.
I dreamt about this fucking well. Like every fucking night. And it was weird. And it was more like, I would see it from far away and I would just hear songs. Like creepy songs.
Like kids.
That's like the whispering winds, the like things outside.
Oh god.
I started seeing the lady a little bit. So
That's when I started seeing the lady.
like we have over here, like this is swamp. This little bridge here goes across to just the creepiest little tiny island. And then
I also feel like I can't breathe.
this entire area, and it goes back 40 acres. Like it's very, very weird. But yeah, this is here. This bridge is a vibe for sure.
I feel like it's like the well, but also this is just like a landmark. Like I don't know if like this is where the sinkhole was or like this is where.
It was all of this. All of this. So this ground, apparently all of these areas, they brought in all this fill to create not a swamp.
Huh.
Yeah.
It just feels like a lot of like bodies over in this area.
You just say it earlier when we were filming, we were talking to him, I told him like my first
My ears hurt again.
this place was people that were here. I didn't know if it was like historical, if it was a burial ground, I didn't know. But then when he talked about how people used to come out here, because he said the ground here swallowed anything up. They would bring out their garbage, and like what's the garbage in the 1800s? Like you're talking like old ringer washing machines, like I don't know, like they came out here and it would swallow.
Yeah. If you want to hide something, where do you put it?
And back then you could, I heard walking.
It's like steps. I don't know, it was like, but it wasn't us because it was from over here.
We were all like standing completely still at that point too.
Like tap into like my mediumship channel. It like reminds me of when I'm doing like a group reading. Like there's almost like too many people. Like I don't know like where to grab from or where to start because it's like that many people are here.
Like I told Adam before, I'm like this property feels busy.
Yeah,
That's
that's exactly
that was the
it.
word, busy.
And it's like it's almost like no one person can like the only person who can stand out for me is like the home builder.
Yeah.
But it's like no one person is like able to like I don't know like speak up.
Yeah. So this
Yeah, I feel like when you try to connect, you're gonna hear like almost like so many voices. This is amazing. It feels very like safe in here right now. I don't know if it changes. Your dog won't come in here.
So when she's in here, she wants out, she's scratching. I literally laid down here once to have a nap, and I went into the weirdest nightmare, and I got up and I went back.
I think
It's
so.
almost like
Like an in-law suite.
Yeah, I think it's like a little like cottage house or something maybe. But there's like an old guy there and he's like, he laughs like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Interesting.
And he talks funny. I like him. He has a very like obnoxious personality and I feel like he'd be like one of those people that's like, I'm gonna get ya. Like to little kids and be like, I got your nose, little Timmy. And he's like, no, not my nose. So if you don't like that vibe, then you might be freaked out. But I'd be like, why are you weird? You'd be like, I'm Rick James. And he's like, who is Rick James? Sorry. It's really, I like him.
A gathering place. Like, it's like, if we don't want them at your house, I feel like they're going to come here.
So they'll follow you around.
Yeah. But, like, I feel like they'll stay here. Like, it's like, it's almost like they're not invited into your house anymore, and they kind of know that.
Okay.
So I feel like they're just, like, pooling over this way.
Well, like, I found out some weird stuff today, so I was, like, looking into the men, and there was a man who was, like, a car salesman. And I don't know if he put it here, but he owned this in, like, the 60s. I don't know if this has been here this long. I don't know if the last owners put it here. I have no idea.
You probably feel the overwhelming, like, that whole, like, how I was like, it's like a party. Like, there's too many spirits. It's probably what you feel when you're out here, because you're, like, in it.
Okay.
When I was like, I want to get away from the house, like, back at the house. And I feel like it's almost like the longer you're in here, it's like they all, like, surround the house, it feels like. And because there's all, like, little windows, it's just, like...
Oh, God. That's what I'm like, I don't know if it's creepy because it's, like, literally windows.
It feels like we're being watched by, like, a lot of people right now. It's very like being in a zoo in here. And I feel like spirits almost just, like,
peeking in.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we need. But no, so the places to really focus on for us guys tonight is going to be
your bedroom. Like,
okay, bedroom.
That whole back area of the house.
Okay. Back areas of the house.
Protect yourself.
The psychic was here and she actually felt a really heavy presence in my bedroom, which honestly I haven't had the craziest things in there. I thought we would start in there because it is kind of like a weird shaped room. Is that a weird thing to say?
No. I don't think so.
I'm oddly shaped.
That's why we married each other.
Okay, I just saw the man walk out of the fireplace in the trench coat.
Oh, yeah?
Because I was like, there's two men here, and I'm like, there's the one that's like, he wants to talk about all of the things that are in the house, like he built the house or renovated or had something to do with like remodeling, building, whatever, construction. And then the other dude walked out of the fucking fireplace and he has the long coat on.
Yeah, he's dramatic. That's why he looks like a shadow. Like, you know those, okay, we did the Amityville horror stuff and I was telling you the like black and white detective style. That's what he looks like. He looks like a shadow, like, I'm gonna start talking to you in the jazz type voice.
Yeah, but he's still, but he's still like heavier. Like he's kind of like the same build as Celina's husband. And,
yeah,
he,
but he's more
out,
like cut, like put together.
Yeah, but he's wearing like a wool pea coat. Yeah. I don't like him.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, that's... Because they showed me who you're talking to, and he's got this, like, happy warmness to him. This guy doesn't have that.
Yeah.
He's very, like,
he
stringent.
Feels cold. Like, temperature-wise cold. The other guy's like, this is what we have to do. We have to do it now. You're not listening to me. What's your problem?
Which is interesting why I picked him up, because he's very intimidating.
Yeah. He like literally walked through the brick wall of the fireplace like when they go through the wall in Harry Potter. Okay.
Because we feel like a glove because we're both these weird oblongy. You want a kiss?
Do you want a kiss?
We're gonna do weird ghost stuff. I'm sorry that you had to witness that.
Hey, baby.
See?
Oh, he is black and white though.
Oh, got you.
Can you let us know if you vibe anything?
Oh, he's so cute.
I'm like excited and
he's a snuggle bug.
In my bedroom.
Right?
It's different when it's your own home.
It is. But like,
We had to start in here, did we?
oh yeah, because I'd like to get out of the way so scarier things happen later. So like this is like the safe zone. So
The scary dark colored trench coat man is like, we don't bother you in the bedroom. So if you're worried about it, if you guys get anything, I don't think it's what's always there. It's just because you're asking.
I still live in here. It's been cool in here. Well, I mean, there's the bathroom.
well, yeah, but the bathroom you shut the door,
Okay.
and there's another
Alright.
room behind a door,
Alright.
and everything's golden.
We got this.
Yeah, we've got this. If you have any way to let us know audibly that you are here.
Eats toe beans.
We have some fun doodads, like these balls. All you have to do is hit them to turn them on, and then there are the flashlights which you can use to communicate with us. So, if there is anyone here, can you give us a sign?
Eddie never barks.
Never mind.
He was just like making one little sound. I didn't realize he was.
He never.
Are they on the second floor?
Or notices things.
Is that a balcony? I'm sorry.
His body was before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you see, Eddie? That's the tub. That's the tub.
Oh, really?
I have so many fucking goosebumps right now. What?
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna say Eddie at the beginning when they showed us both of the dogs. One, they're adorable, but the tan one is the one that likes to, or is more sensitive than the black and white one, because the black and white one just doesn't care as much.
Yeah.
He's very laissez-faire about it, or laissez.
So who is he seeing outside? Because I feel like there's multiple people that are in there.
Well, you asked for people to come over, so they're like...
So I don't like know which one that he was seeing or they were seeing.
I think it's the person in the blue jeans that was running up and down the stairs. The boy.
Yeah, because I see like maybe 3 to 5 people that are gonna come in and out. Because I see like 2 to 3 women and then the rest are guys.
Yeah, there's like some boys from like the 60s or 70s that are gonna mess around. They're like the hood rats, but like cool kind of. They're like nerdy.
Yeah, my dog does the same thing. She's like, oh, there's someone here. And I'm at me as a psychic medium like, God damn, there is someone here.
That's fun.
So, that's funny.
Ready?
Just to turn it off.
How often does this happen?
When's the last time that happened? A month ago? A month and a half ago?
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
Like, not a lot.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I really wanted my bedroom not to be the space. Okay, so let's talk about that. Eddie's on the bed. Eddie starts barking somewhere, like, give us a sign. Then we're about to chill and the fucking tub turns on. It's gone off twice in the whole time we've lived here. And one was like after we used it. So I'm like, and then the one was in the kitchen, we were like having an argument.
We were trying to, the one we weren't sure if it was something, but then the second one we're like, yeah, that
It was out of nowhere.
seems like it could have been.
Well then.
I'm freaked out. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah,
fucking
it
goes
was
off.
really loud. It scared me.
I didn't even realize it was the tub. I thought
Yeah.
it was just like something starting up.
Yeah.
I didn't even connect that that's what that was at first. At first I was like, what? And then I was like, that's a tub.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Jesus.
I literally feel ill right now. That Beyond Meat burger is beyond my body. Oh God, why do you look over there? And he looks scared. Watch. Eddie, what's over there? Is there something outside?
There was.
It's kind of weird that he's alert and these two are just chilling.
Right. Whoa.
Time to go back to sleep.
Bunny.
Are there 3 of them?
Oh yeah.
You touched my belly.
The monsters won't get you, Bobby. That was one of the craziest things. Why is crazy things gonna happen to my house, guys? It's a great idea. Great idea. Let's just awaken it all.
Yeah.
Every time that's happened, it was kind of around the same time that I felt like that. The dude that she talked about who's like watching, and possibly like my intuition was like built this place or it was like something to do with this place. He's the one.
I really don't like the dude in the trench coat. He's like over there, but I don't see him as like one thing. I saw him first here and then over there.
Yeah.
That tinkers with things.
He's probably seeing if everything's like running.
Well, that button to push
Yeah, it
takes a lot.
Yeah.
He says he knows the affairs of the house,
What does that mean?
like the history of it.
Did
Like,
he
like,
own the house?
I don't think he owned the house.
Oh, gotcha.
I think he was like the lawyer or legal advisor of one of the people that did.
Yeah, because I feel like when they were talking about a man, the medium, I think, was talking to the person you were talking to, the home improvement guy.
Yeah.
And she was thinking of this guy, which is why we got different people.
Mm-hmm. But now this guy's here because he's gonna be answering. He's the mouthpiece. He's like the Aunt Lil.
Yeah.
Because he's like, feels like he's entitled to the house because he worked for the family or families for so long. Which is weird. I don't like him.
Yeah, he's a lot.
He gives me like soprano vibes.
That's a good way of saying it.
Yeah. like Pooty's sleeping with the fishes, like that kind of vibe. So
if anyone is here at all, not even the man, anyone from the property, can you give us a sign?
Group farting starts at 9 p.m.
Demons, go to the toilet and shit 'em.
We need to exorcise the demons. Because the man that you want to talk to is the trench coat man. He's the one that knows the secrets of everything, even though he was alive, like, later in time. Oh, that's fucking crazy.
What?
I think he worked for the house when the house was originally built, died, and then reincarnated and was still working for the house. That's how he knows all the secrets.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
so
that's really weird.
He helped build the house, died, reincarnated into another guy that is still associated to the house.
I don't think he helped build the house. He was like the lawyer person for the families of the houses.
Like when the house was being built, he was alive.
Yes.
And then he died, and then reincarnated, and did something else with the house.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I think he was still like the legal advisor, overseer of the people that owned the house anyways, though.
So that's why he has the most information.
Well, yeah, because I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, okay, so like, because I see him as like living in like the 50s to the 60s, and he might have like passed in like the 80s-ish or something. Late 80s-ish. But I'm like, okay, so you're a soul, so you know, see, hear, and feel everything, which is why you know everything about the house. And then he literally gave me the claircognizant information of, I've been with this house forever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Why not?
Because I don't like his nonchalant, like, persnickety, I know everythingness.
That's probably why I'm talking to him. He's got Virgo Scorpio vibes.
Yeah, he does.
He's very similar to me. That's why people think I'm cold.
Yeah, but he's the one that allows the souls to talk to them. He's like the mouthpiece delegator.
Wow.
Like, I feel like...
You didn't mean to, but you did.
I feel like a male presence behind me. Yeah. I don't know.
All right, Tara.
All right, darling, we're gonna hit you up on this. Are you alright with that?
I'm sorry.
Just don't move the lid. It feels like winter.
Yeah, it really does.
Got a nice mood out tonight.
You could be sitting on a lot of weird shit right now.
Maybe Horace is in there.
Daddy?
Daddy! Oh.
Hey, cool.
Not okay help, she said.
Great.
The flashlight's on.
Oh.
Is her stuff here? What do you need help with?
Come.
Come where?
Suds?
The bathtub. The bed. Suds.
The cat. Oh.
Oh, standing on it.
Oh.
You see me.
Where?
I've seen you, yes.
What is that?
The cat ball. I hit it, so it went off.
It's me.
Who are you?
Yeah, boy.
Is this your home?
There's a laugh.
Did you want us to come out back?
I jumped off.
Jump off of what?
That's the truth.
Did you jump into the well?
Oh.
Oh.
Watch me.
Are you gonna jump?
Do you keep reliving your death?
Oh.
I'm over it all.
Are you stuck here?
Help me.
What's your name? Are you a woman? Do you have a
I'm
question?
down here.
Oh.
What's she? I'm down here?
Down here in the well.
Hi.
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 Are you glad someone's come to talk to you?
I'm in the dark.
How long have you been down there? Ooh.
Why?
If you're down there, can you set this device
I'm
off?
down here. Hold me.
I'm not even near it.
I'm here.
Hi. Oh, wind.
Yeah.
Not wind, just at my legs.
Yeah, I feel it too.
Not any higher than the legs.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
Yeah.
You're here with us? If you are, can you...
Do you see a boy who keeps saying hi? And then the person that's talking about like jumping off or something. She said like, what is your name? I got the name Sarah. And then Celina's like, are you a woman? And then like the person that keeps saying hi is like a little boy.
Yeah, I see a little boy. He's like
6,
maybe like 10 feet away from them.
Can you make that music box?
It's not that bad.
Again?
Being dead isn't that bad?
Listen to me.
Okay. What do you want to tell us?
It's not that bad.
I feel really eerie, guys.
Evil.
Oh.
I feel like we're being watched, like what you
Let
said.
him out.
I have a very weird thing, like we shouldn't ever take the top off of that.
No. Keep it sealed.
Are there secrets in there?
Oh, okay.
That was so weird. Someone said, I'm down here, and it echoed.
Oh my god.
Stop that.
Stop what? Do you like that we're here, talking to you?
I'm open.
Open.
Are you a child? Light immediately. Big question. Is your name Sarah?
Let me out.
Sarah.
No!
Just in one of the obituaries.
Oh, okay.
Came with a deceased by.
Oh, one went off.
I never get names. Don't do that
Is
bullshit.
there any way we can help you?
Bang behind us. Did you guys hear?
I feel like the land is what's haunted, not necessarily your house, my dude, because the outside is way scarier than the inside. The inside is fine, the outside is not.
That's why I was like, let's skip to where they go to the well.
Yeah, go back inside. I don't feel like your house is haunted, the land is. So just stay inside, it's fine. Indoors.
During that, my ears started having that same feeling, and I feel like that thing is about, or whatever it is, I think it's something different. I feel like it's about 30 feet away.
Okay, so I could be wrong, but didn't certain indigenous peoples and like Native Americans actually like bury their people in swamps? Like that was just
might have been what
how
they were talking about
they
earlier.
did it. Well, no, I don't think they actually mentioned it in here.
Well,
but
I
as
thought
soon
they
as you
were
guys,
mentioning indigenous things.
yes, but
I don't remember.
I think they're mostly just denoting to the fact or the idea, hypothesis, whatever, that people used to dump things there, including bodies, because they didn't know what else to do. But that was like the white people, not indigenous people.
Okay.
So let me just look it up really quick, because I feel like I heard somewhere that it was a normal thing for indigenous peoples to actually like put past loved ones in the swamp, because they're like, it is what it is. But then people came there and started hunting on the lands that were the swamps. It's like literally like if you were to go to a cemetery and start hunting rabbits, and you're like, this is fine. Like, no, it's not. Don't do that. That's not nice. So
why do you say that? Do you see people there?
it's like one of the first things I saw when they started talking about it being a swamp was indigenous people and how it used to be important to their lands, and then people started dumping garbage and other things that aren't necessarily sacred or good. Because you like, it's a part of their culture. It's not a bad thing. It's just what you do.
It sounded like it was in the woods. Like wood.
Excuse me.
Are you a new person?
Light on.
Yes.
How many people are with you?
Ooh.
The light.
Yeah, they both just went
It
on.
went on, don't worry.
Turn them both off.
Ooh, what a rebel. Are you happy to see us? Do you like that we're here?
I think.
You think?
That makes me feel better.
Can you make the flashlights flash 3 times in a row?
How many people are in the well?
Let me out.
I just
I
might.
need out. I'm running.
Oh, sorry, shut up.
5 illnesses?
Oh my god.
That's a lot going on. I've never had so much.
Yeah, that's why I love having
Excuse me, miss.
it's standing right there.
It's coming towards.
Yeah, I feel like there's a girl that's there. She's younger. And she looks like she's running from something.
The big bad wolf. Because I see the scary thing.
High pitch.
Down with them, I think.
I can't.
It's like She's saying it's like red light, green light. If you know what's there, can't get any closer. You gotta turn around in order for it to walk closer.
Who is standing in front of the music box?
I'm doing this.
A man.
My God.
Who are you?
Elias.
Oh, God.
That's an old name.
That's a very old.
See?
Didn't I say 1700?
CC.
Yeah,
I'm down here.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. I have crazy chills.
I'm shaking.
Open.
Do you want us to open the well?
Do you think he's like... Oh my God. I think he's like right
I'm alive.
there, under the lid.
I don't think you are alive.
Open.
No.
You're not alive.
I want it.
You can't be.
Okay, guys, right now we have someone here telling us please open, 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 and all the
Get me
flash.
out of here. That was so clear.
I don't think Elias is good.
No.
Do you get that feeling?
Down here.
I feel like it won't. It's
Hey,
Yeah. Oh,
let me out.
he's just getting our attention.
Do you see him?
The light went on right over here. Is he over here?
I don't know what the swamps of like Canada are like, but I feel like on one portion of your guys' land there was like this crazy kooky dude who would steal people. Is that really bad? Do you see him?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the scary thing that was 30 feet away.
Ah.
It's like he would...
Because they're
Does
saying
he
like...
scary like kidnap people and then like...
I think he would sell them or he'd kill them or he'd eat them.
Because I feel like he played games.
Yeah.
Trying to get them, which is why I'm like, he's the big bad wolf.
Ah. Yeah, I know that sounds really bad, but he's like this weird... It's almost like he had like...
No one would check a swamp. That's what he said. There's a lot of voices happening too.
Yeah, no, I see him as like this white bearded guy, and I feel like he lived like a double life. Like he would live with the people, but then he also had this weird place that he would go to in the swamp where he kept people. So it's not the well that you guys are hearing. It's like this Elias boy. There's like a small boy who's not related to this, but the like person that's standing in front of the music box is this boy or this like young man. He's like 17 years old. He says Elias isn't his name.
Is that the little boy?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought when they said that.
But the little boy's separate from this, but I feel like this man, whoever this horrible monster of a dude is, would like capture people and like keep them in the woods in like wooden cages in the swamp, and he would sell them or do horrible things. But in the town he was like fine. So no one knew that he had this horrible weird like double life type thing. Because it's almost like when he went in the woods, he was a different person. That's really scary.
That's why I was like, that's because I don't see him. I see him as man-shaped. But he's mostly just darkness. Then I can hear his raspy voice. It's like a low pitch, but he's got like... It's like he smoked pipes or something, that he has this like horrible rasp in his voice.
Yeah, it's almost like he would lure people into the woods because they thought he was like this model upstanding citizen, and then all of a sudden he'd change, almost like he had like different personalities.
And then I hear female voices and little kid voices saying the other things. Like the girl that's in the Estes method isn't saying everything.
Yeah.
But there's just like voices just behind them.
But the little boy's the one that keeps saying hi. Hi, like Stitch.
Never seen with a place before. Like, if we were there, you would just hear voices all the time. Like, outside.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's very clairaudient. Because it's definitely not the wind. Because the wind usually pushes voices through things. So if you listen to the wind, you'll hear, like, type of sound. You actually hear people talking. And it's, like... in varying degrees of how close they are to them. So there's people that are really far away and you hear people talking, and you hear people that are right next to them.
Yeah, I just don't like the fact like when the flashlight started going off, there was a girl that like ran up and like put her arm on top of your friend that's doing the SS method, and that's when you started hearing help. And I was like, oh no. It's like, why does this girl look like she's been running through the woods trying to get away from something? And then that dude after with the motion sensor music box, Elias, who isn't Elias, is the one that started explaining the scary man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's trying to keep him away. That's why he's weirdly, like, 30 feet away.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But she's like, if you acknowledge he's here, he steps forward. We're playing red light, green light.
But it's not the demon thing.
Well, yeah.
It's
That's why I was
different.
like, it's not the same thing.
Yeah, okay,
he doesn't look person to me. He lost himself type of thing.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So.
Okay. Yeah, my head is pounding. Like the right side, like over my right eye hurts really bad. Like right here.
Yeah, because he's behind the boy, or the Elias man. That's not
Elias, who's not Elias.
Yeah, that's why he's standing there.
Yeah,
because
to
they're
keep
acknowledging
him away
it.
from him.
Red light, green light.
Keep him away from you guys.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this kid, this Elias, not Elias guy, because the little boy is Elias, is like the only one that like survived. Like he would help other people escape because he's the only one that could talk to him. Okay, you ever watched the John Wayne Gacy files or whatever it was?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, John Wayne Gacy was like the clown-faced killer. He liked to kill people, and he also dressed up as a clown, and there was one person that ever escaped him.
Oh,
and he's telling me that...
That's how they're telling you.
Yeah, that's how he's
Sounds like you would
explaining
just be
it.
thinking bad.
Because you're like, there's no reason why this boy should have escaped besides the fact that he did.
Yeah.
But it's almost like this 17-year-old man, boy, person is like, I'm the one that was able to get his personalities to like meld a little bit, which is why he didn't hurt him.
Got you.
This is like some horror movie.
Yeah, it's
shit.
really weird. Because it's like, here's the well, and your friend's like on top of the well. And then there's a girl sitting with her. There's a little boy. The little boy's not so much there anymore. He's kind of on a separate plane. And then there's this man that you were talking about, the
split personality
like
monster
20-year-old guy looking
Oh,
person.
Elias, not Elias.
Yeah, because his name's not Elias, so I don't know why we're saying standing in front of the music box. And then you have the scary man that's standing back here.
Behind
but
him.
I felt him there for a while, but he looks like black smoke, but he's in the shape of a person. And I can hear his deep, raspy voice, and the girl that's sitting with you is like, we're playing red light, green light. He's the big bad wolf.
You're
but
really
that's
good
what
at
they're saying.
finding history of your house. See if there was like weird missing people's reports in like the mid to late 1800s, early 1900s, because I feel like it stopped in the 1890s.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Every time you acknowledge it, it gets closer.
Yeah, just stay in your house and don't go outside when it's dark.
Yeah.
Easily fixed. Ignore it.
I'm down here.
Yo, that thing just keep going.
Should we
Help.
Yeah, recalibrate. Turn it off and turn it back on.
see if it does it again? It's literally begging.
I didn't know.
You didn't know what?
You didn't know that he was a horrible person.
It's begging to get out.
But here's the thing, like
They
that.
get me.
That sounds fun. Get somebody. Attic.
Do you have an attic?
No.
There's cross spaces.
Stop. I'm literally not sleeping there.
Stop.
The light.
Go inside.
Yeah.
What is this?
Someone else? I feel like it's someone
If you want us to go inside, turn off the flashlights.
Both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Go. Stop. Don't leave.
Yeah. I was just gonna say they're both gonna turn off. You need to go inside.
It was fully.
Yeah.
It was fully talking through you, and that whatever is inside of here
Sorry.
is desperate to get out. And the truth is, I don't feel like whatever's in there is supposed to get out.
No.
There's a reason.
What the f was that?
Did you hear a thud again?
Yeah. Why would I hear thuds in a forest where nothing is in there but forest? Why would branches be?
Turn off.
Just being old and snapping off.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was weird because it was mostly
Red
the
light,
same
green
voice,
light.
and at the end, there
You-
was like a soft
100. I was like, both of the flashlights are gonna turn off, and then Celina's like, have both the flashlights turn off. This is, go back inside. Back inside is way better. That is. I'm sorry. I would be like. I'd be like, SpongeBob, you want to see me go back in the house again? You want to see me do it again? Because literally, Elias, not Elias, is the only thing that's keeping that thing away from you guys.
Well, the girl's there too.
Yeah, but she's the one that's talking to the girl.
Yeah.
This boy's like the only thing that can control it. You guys, go inside. Go make a hot cocoa. Whatever you need.
Soft man's voice saying, "Go inside."
Were you making?
So someone's trying to protect you. Protect us here.
Were you making the connection as you were saying it? Like you knew it was at the well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they kept saying, "Open it," and
Yeah.
it was always, "Open it."
I don't think that whatever is in there should come out. No. Like I don't feel like there's a body in the well. Like I don't know if it's a body. If it is, I don't think opening it would do anything good.
That sounds.
The flashlights were going crazy.
They're gonna open it.
I don't think so.
I hope not.
That was good. That was insane though.
How am I supposed to live here now?
I think we need to open it.
Ignore it. Like everyone else.
You literally have to move in. You literally have to move. Does it move easy?
No, it doesn't. That's why it wants to get out, because it's so hard to open.
Don't do that right now. Hold your burps.
Oh.
Sorry, it was like chocolate frosty.
Okay, fuck. Everybody wanna...
Oh
no.
what?
Did the ghost eat your snake?
It's probably you.
Let's be honest here, you're not wrong. I thought it would be like more fun, nothing would really happen. Maybe one little funny thing would happen, or...
Oh no.
I didn't think it was gonna be like, no.
It's one of those haunted places I've ever been.
What do we do?
I'm sleeping on your bedroom floor. I don't
What
care.
if the tub turns on?
That's fine. It's white noise.
At least we're all together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my brain sound so fucking loud tonight. Full blast. I didn't expect it to be so deep, and we've barely scratched the surface.
I know. Like,
and I'm like literally afraid to go too much deeper than we have, and like, I just turned on when I said that. No, it's not even set up.
The old guy.
Hey, if this video blows the fuck up because my house is haunted, then we'll do more. 50,000 likes, maybe you guys will come back.
yeah, anytime.
If you don't like die tonight.
They'll have us back.
Oh yeah, we'll come. That would be fun. We'll go to Canada.
I love Canada.
I'm gonna buy so much maple syrup.
See me in the mirror?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'd be scared. I'd be like, are you guys here? These dowsing rods.
Your like little sweet house, cottage house, whatever, has like the cutest little old guy in there. And I adore him.
Yeah, it's filled with yellow light and it hums.
It's very safe. It's very lovely.
I feel like they're gonna do weird things though, because the second they sat down, my ears rang.
Yeah, outside things, no fun. Don't open the well. If you've already done it.
I don't think that she would do that. But
I hope not. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of pressure on the internet.
Yeah.
These are dowsing rods. You can affect them by either turning them in or out. In is yes. Out is no. You guys ask a question.
Are there any spirits out here in this cabin with us? Cross for yes, open for no.
Come on, Mr. Scary Man, do it.
Mr. Scary Man. You
He's
mean
not
the guy that's in there?
Yeah, the funny dude.
Like, he's not scary.
I really like the funny dude.
Is there something evil trapped inside the well?
We should get a crystal ball and bring it to a haunted place, and then I can see them in there, you know? That's what I want.
That's my exact response too.
Ew.
Have we made contact with the lady that is on this property at all tonight?
Sarah?
No. The lady that's the pointed lady. That's what I think.
I'm holding it. That thing.
What's that?
What the fuck was that noise?
Goose cam.
Or are we gonna talk to dark things? That's what usually you're like, look at all my, you wanna count my goosebumps?
Yeah, don't talk about it.
The thing. My big dark thing.
Oh, you're talking about your thing. No. Why would you ask that? Of course it's gonna say yes. You screw that thing, you say, suck my popsicles.
Rocket ships.
I just feel like it feeds off things here.
Yeah.
Like there's just so much different kinds of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Unrelated. Are there over a dozen people that have passed on the acreage that I have here? What does that mean?
I know, I don't think I've ever seen them do that.
Your hands are so still. Like any bodies that weren't ever discovered. I've never seen dowsing rods do that.
No, never. It's almost, it's like indecisive.
It's because it's complicated.
You stopped swaying when I said that.
Maybe you should just like boldly address it.
Whatever you are, you aren't exactly what you think you were. And I think that taking advantage of me of a child is gross. And the fact that you've stayed with me throughout my life, and maybe you've done good things for me, but you've made me and people around me very sick in my life. And I do feel a weird kind of attachment and caring for you, and that's something I've never said, but I feel like it's just like when you have a bad parent but you still love them. But whatever you are, I will not acknowledge you anymore.
I have a question. Do you think that this dark thing that she perceives is a past self?
That would make sense, because her grandma was showing me that it was when she was really young, something really awful happened and she saw it.
Yeah, they make me feel like it's like a shadow of herself, which is why she feels this attachment to it. And I feel like I see like a man, and he's like a past life, and he wasn't necessarily like the best thing, but for whatever reason he hangs around. So he's not like a dark entity.
That's not the same thing.
What do you mean?
He might be there, but that's not the thing that she's talking about. Sorry.
Do you think they both influence her? Because I see like this, it's like literally like her shadow work.
Well, I think it's like he experienced similar things. Like he had a hard life.
So he's here to help her with it?
Because I see him too, but also I still see the shadow cloud thing.
Okay.
That I perceive with like little skittery weird things.
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like it is a part of her past.
Yeah, it came from her past, because I feel like you dealt with maybe childhood trauma, which is
Everyone
what people do. But that's when it started happening, but you're sensitive, so you saw it. So that's why it keeps coming back, because you're that's scary. So that's why I explained it in this like obscurious type of way, because other people wouldn't be able to do that because they wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah.
So
anymore. I will not let you affect me anymore, because I'm not who I was when I was that child.
You're cooler.
You don't have control over me, who's around me, and I'm going to build up blocks that I've never had, because I feel like throughout this whole series and this journey I've worked towards finding out who I am and what I'm capable of. And I think one thing that I'm capable of is being in control of my life. And I'm done with you. And I think it's time you go. Because you're not, I feel really dizzy.
Is it getting wider?
You are no longer a part of my world. That's it. There's enough shit on this land. I don't need you in my back pocket. So sign off, bitch.
Mm-hmm. They're swaying in sync now. She's so still.
Are you ready to go? Because I think you've kind of worn out your welcome. I think it's time for you to go. Do you understand? I need you to tell me you're ready to go. I feel like when I do things like this, like it does go, but it comes back. But I just wanted to know that this time, I can't be who I want to be if it's around. And it has to go. I was dizzy.
This has so much pressure on it right now.
there's like a couple people standing behind her that are helping her. And there's this hum that they're emitting. And I don't know if that's why those things are reacting.
Girl style, like
It's getting more aggressive.
Do you sense that it's like in here? I feel like it's right behind us. I have chills all over me.
You find safety and protection in other people.
Oh my god.
It's your Patronus.
I'm gonna go with my instinct. You guys stay there. I even feel silly doing this, but get the fuck out.
Still playing.
Feels like a bad boyfriend.
Yeah, it just doesn't want to leave.
They stopped.
Yeah, he's gone.
They
Who?
literally just came down.
Just give me a sec.
I don't feel any pressure in these anymore either.
No.
I saw like 3 women and 1 man standing behind her.
So, what did you guys think? Do you want us to react to more of this?
Hopefully Celina sees this. If so, hi! I'm nervous. I'm excited. Don't look at me.
So, if you guys want us to do more reaction videos, let us know what videos you think we should react to down in the comments below. If you like this type of video, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also, check out the rest of them in this playlist that is over by the French door that you guys see things in. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Wait, are your Meta PsycKicks?
Here's your lovely patrons.
You can become a patron too by following the link below.
What's up?
Oh, she's so cute at her. The tub turned on.
While they were in it.
It's because you're not doing it right.
Oh, do you see a lady that has a like, she talks funny and she's in like a house looking dress thing. It's like she's very, I don't know if she's from the 1600s, but she looks like she wouldn't be wealthy. So that's why I'm like, why are you in the house then?
Yeah, she like wears a maid's outfit.
So I think she might be associated more to the land and not the house. Because I'm like, you wouldn't live in this house. This house is like huge.